I think the scariest thing about going live is that without anyone's help, I don't know if anything's working. I don't know if the audio's working. I don't know if the video is working. I don't know what I'm doing. But that's okay. Because regardless, I just want to get a vision for the day. That's what we're doing here. We're going to use the Starseed deck today. And we're going to use the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, which I don't use a lot. But I was called to for today. So Visions of the Aphant is my podcast where I kind of give an overview or a vision to the day. And Aphant, I am an Aphant. That means I have aphantasia, which means my mind's eye is blind. So I don't really get messages through visions. I get them more through gentle whispers, which I do believe everyone gets those. It's about really listening and honing in, and also I get messages through concepts rather than images or visions. So I have to kind of translate those concepts into English for you. And I think that's going to give us the vision of the intention for the day, where our focus should be. That's kind of where that name came from. So I'm going to pull one Starseed card and one or two animal cards. And we're actually going to read them from the books, from their guidebooks, because I think sometimes there's powerful little nuggets of truth in there that are really beneficial. Echoey? Ooh. I think I know why. Hold on. I think I have two devices. Does that help? I don't know if that helped. Good. Okay. I had two audio devices on. Accidentally. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. I know that now. I didn't mean to do that. I set my video capture device to also have audio on the Yeti mic. That's why. Okay. I got You Got the Love, Hadarian Energy, Codependency, and Boundaries. Boundaries, interesting. And yes, there are a lot of cats. Plenty of cats. There's actually one in my light source, so I wonder if shadows are going over my face. That's okay. Alright, I think I'm going to pull two animal cards because I just feel like it. I feel like that's a vibe. We got deer. I love seeing the deer. It's a very feminine, nurturing kind of energy. It's gentle energy. Yeah. Interesting. And golden egg. Interesting. See, this is why we're reading from the book. I don't use this deck enough, and I think that sounds like something powerful. So let's start with the Starseed deck with You Got the Love. Which I have to find now. It starts with the Y. Okay. There we go. The Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love, who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in separate body, to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationships with others, to remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all their own. all on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain volatility to it, and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made, consciously or unconsciously. To acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you. To assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. Interesting. So boundaries could be important today, especially in relationships, but I am curious what the other two cards say, and then we'll see how they kind of tie together. So we got the deer and the golden egg, and I want to start with the deer. So that would be Earth, which I think is up here. Okay, somewhere in here. There it is. All right, deer. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of Earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. And it came out in balance. When in balance, it's receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. Nurturing, compassionate, receptive. I feel like equal give and take is super important. So having healthy boundaries in a relationship means you are empathetic to the other person's needs and wants. To be in a healthy relationship, to have that actual love, you have to be nurturing and gentle in a way, right? To respect the other person's personal space, personal boundaries is super important in relationships. And maybe today calls for some of that gentleness. Maybe there's going to be a situation that comes up where you have to really ensure that you're allowing other people to have boundaries, and really, hopefully, other people are allowing your boundaries to be upheld and not guilt you for them, which sadly happens when boundaries are not set very well. All right, golden egg. That's all the way in the spirit section of this deck, which I think is fabulous. It's really cool. I love this guidebook. It's literally almost like just like a whole book. It's really great. It has a lot of extra sections in it. I recommend this deck. I recommend all of Kim Krantz decks, actually. All right, so golden egg. Message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern-day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga nidra or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you're seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. Okay, so a lot of people, these boundaries are with yourself. There is some gentleness and tenderness you need to allow yourself. You need to contemplate what it really means to be fulfilled, held, nurtured in your own life. What do you need? Where can you implement more boundaries that are actually going to give you the space and give you the gentle, calm nurturing that your soul so desperately needs? I think a lot of us get caught up in just this super fast-paced, stressed kind of world we live in, and we really don't take the time to remind ourselves of what we need on such a deep level that we probably aren't even thinking of on a regular basis, right? We need to be gentle with the parts of ourselves that don't have the resources. So these are like parts of ourselves that are like still really young. There's possibly, it's not always trauma, but every single person has an inner child. Every single person has aspects of themselves that they're hiding. And those aspects of themselves that they're hiding, they're hurting, they're in pain, they're pushed away, they're not held, they're not supported. We push them into a dark corner and we're mean to them. This is this inner critic that we create for ourselves. You need to set some boundaries with yourself. And I'm really feeling that gentleness, sometimes the inner voice, you have to set boundaries with that too. You have to set boundaries with your own inner self, okay? If you're super critical of yourself and you're telling yourself, no, I have to get this done, I have to do this, or I'm not worthy. If you bring your worth into that, I think that's a boundary you really need to set. How can you reparent and remother yourself in a way that's actually comforting, right? And more so than that, how can we just pull ourselves out of the drama that is life and contemplate what we are truly here for, what we truly need? I think that's super important. I think that's really key here. So don't be codependent with your negativity. Don't be codependent with your negative thoughts, with your negative self-concept. Don't need negativity to feel security in this world. And that, I think, is what a lot of people do. And I understand that that's a struggle to not do that. I think a lot of people are drawn towards complaining and stress when taking a step back and maybe starting a meditation practice or just taking a deep breath today might be super important for you, to really get back in touch with your own energy and the truth of it, not those critical beliefs. So I think that is a really good vision. I think the intention today should be giving yourself space. So give yourself space to be yourself and respect that for yourself. Don't feel bad about that for yourself. All right. If anyone who hears this on, anywhere they listen to podcasts or they are watching this video in the future, if you are interested in any tarot or oracle readings, I have, just reach out to me anywhere. Also, I'm on Fiverr, MDH_healing. I have some offerings over there as well. And if you want to catch any more episodes of this, literally anywhere that you listen to podcasts, it's already up. So you'll hear the episodes every day, and every Sunday I'm going to be live here on YouTube. So yeah, I look forward to that. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.